Okay, so this is Dr. Davis. One of the things I want to do really quickly that I've never done before is just walk you through how to use Canvas, or the basics of how Canvas is used, especially in my class. Okay, and so this is the student view, and so right now it's August 15th, so it's 4 days before you'll even be able to see anything. You won't even heard from me yet. But I wanted to orient you to a few things. So when you log into Canvas for this class, it will probably show you this page, or maybe a slightly different page. Okay, the place where you're going to want to spend a lot of time is the modules. Okay, and so with the modules, we'll go to the getting started. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here that I would encourage you to watch before class. Okay, these right here are all on YouTube, I think, or most of them are on YouTube, and so you can actually rip through them pretty quickly. You don't have to listen to everything, but there you go. Notice that we've also got the syllabus, there's a schedule, there's some information on course navigation, and then one of the things I'd encourage you to do is just to click on here and introduce yourself. The last thing that on the getting started is this thing called Inscribe Community. Now when you click on that, the purpose of this is for you to ask and answer questions. Okay, so if something's unclear, we encourage you, and by we I mean the teaching team, to ask the question on there. Okay, and there will be times you email me and I'll say put it on Inscribe. Okay, and then your peers have the ability to answer it. I will let you know probably the only way that I would consider rounding grades at the end of the semester would be based on how involved you were with Inscribe. Okay, just about every question that's ever asked, somebody else in the class, another student, will have the answer. And what I do is I go through them every day or so, and if the right answer has been given, I just give it a little thumbs up. I think it's called endorsing. Okay, now I want you to notice here, so this is lecture stuff, and then you've got some information about lab, and so notice there's a syllabus specific to lab. There is extra credit every week, okay? So you've got that. Exams we're not going to worry about, but I want to really quickly go through a typical week. Okay, and so for each week there is going to be a bunch of stuff listed. Now one of the things that's not listed here, I didn't realize that, but there's going to be something at the very top of each of these modules that basically says read. It's the week 1 overview, it's the week 2 overview, so on and so forth. I would encourage you to read that. It's just a synopsis of what we're going to do that week. Okay, it's basically a synopsis of this module. But if you notice, you have Monday and then before class, and it tells you the 3 things that you should do before class. Okay, and then during class, we're likely going to have a worksheet. These I'm still working on, so as of right now, they might be, they might not be. Okay, if there is a in-class activity that we're going to do where there's a worksheet, that will actually be available at 7 o'clock in the morning the day of class. The keys are always posted at 10 a.m. the day of class. Okay. And then after class, I will always have a Kahoot or Kahoots, and then a worksheet, and then the answer sheet. The Kahoot is always available. The worksheet, so it's like a memory matrix in many cases, will be available at 10 o'clock in the morning the day of class. And then the answer key doesn't pop up until 11. In all cases, with these after class activities, you'll never turn anything in. Okay? And so as you can see, it's the same Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So every day you'll have something to read or some things to read. There will never be more than 3. You'll have an external brain, a quiz. Again, not showing on here because they're not available. There'll be videos as well. Okay. And so here we've got all of our practice stuff. All right, so it's the exact same. And then we get to the end of the week. There's always going to be a weekly quiz. However, in the case of week 1, there's a syllabus quiz, and then there's a week 1 quiz. And that week 1 quiz specifically goes over content that we covered during week 1. Okay? And then notice we've got the lab stuff. Okay? And so this is what you're going to be doing during the first lab of the semester. All right? And then you go week 2, this is lecture stuff. Week 2, lab stuff. Week 3, lecture stuff, so on and so forth. Okay? So a couple of things that I want to point out where you can go. So right here, this button can take you straight to Inscribe, okay? And I think it's because the course is not published yet, but I'll make sure that that's up and working, okay? Here's how you see your grades. So you just click on grades. It might take a while, but there you go. And so if it's got this, like it says, doesn't post the grades, but you can actually see everything that we've got. It's a lot of stuff, okay? But lots of little assignments. They're not busy work, but they're little assignments that are there to help strengthen your grade and to make it so that you're ready to take the exam. Okay, you can look specifically at assignments, and with assignments, it's going to have anything and everything, but it's going to have them categorized. Okay, so here are all the pre-class quizzes, and then you've got exams are in there, participations in there. There's a lot of different things in here. Okay, if you want to look specifically at the quizzes, you can do that. And then you've got the discussions. So if you want to start a discussion board, you can. So that's available to you. And then the last two things, before I show you one more thing, announcements. So this will show you all the announcements that are available. First announcement won't be available until Monday, August 19th, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then you've got syllabus. And so you'll be able to click on the syllabus, but it also shows you what's due every day. Now, one of the things that I want you to know is that starting on Monday, you're going to have things pop up that say watch a video. Okay, it shows up in your to-do list a week before. Okay, just like this is showing up a week before. There are no points associated with anything that says read or watch, but they will help you. Okay, so I want to make you aware of that. And then the last thing is I want you to look at the calendar. Okay, and so the calendar gives you all the due dates for everything. All right, and so you can get an idea of what's going on. We will never have anything due on Wednesdays, and the due dates, as I've stated in a couple of the videos that I hope you watched before, are always 8 o'clock in the morning for external brains and pre-class quizzes. For this participation, there's only 4 or 5 times in the semester where you actually have to turn anything in, but there's still a due date associated with it. And it's the only time you'll have to turn something in is the week or the day of an exam. Okay, and then notice syllabus quiz, week 1 extra credit, and week 1 quiz. All right, if you've got questions about Canvas, please do not hesitate to ask. If you have questions about just how this class is going to be run, don't hesitate to ask. But I look forward to seeing all of you. And just as a quick reminder, the first extra credit is actually going to be available. You can do it as early as Wednesday, but you have from Wednesday until the day before the first exam. And instructions will be found in Canvas on how to actually do that. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in a little while.